Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie Price. This card reading is from the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck, and it is magnifying that it is time now to amplify your creativity, Lightworker. This world really needs the loving ones actively creating in their lives so that the change, which is constant here, is more immersed in love. This time I was guided to pull 3 cards. And the first card is from the Syrian group of cards, which is about initiating change. Of course, that always begins within. And the Syrians especially support us with balanced mental and emotional changes so that we're feeling and we're perceiving with authenticity and empowerment that doesn't polarize or avoid the negative. It expands out to embrace change. The final 2 cards are from the Orion group, and they can be intense, but I actually really love the clarity that they provide. That suit focuses on releasing, which of course is a powerful need in the physical realm. We need to exhale to survive. So letting go is a necessary function of this density experience. The Orions will often go extreme on a topic so that you're not avoiding the negative, and also so you're practicing discerning how something applies to you. So if the extreme doesn't apply, then what is the energetic within that bandwidth that you're working with? So let's begin. The first card from the Syrian suit of initiation is creativity. This card comes up so often in these recent collective readings because it is imperative for light workers now. So many of you have spent years learning the details of your creative power, and it is definitely time to use it. When we create from love, it's different than just creating with physical realm rules. Of course, we need those too. But according to Arion, the Lyrian Council of Time, love is a passive force. It's a magnetic force. It doesn't just consume, it attracts what's resonant and transform, because love is the core binding force of life. It's a connective and life-giving, life-nourishing energy, even when it receives. This is even why we pray before we eat, for example. It's to imbue the fueling of the future with that full flow of appreciation and the acknowledgement of receiving, the acknowledgement of connection. Weaving that love into your creativity is acknowledging that life wants to flow through you. You are life. You are the physical detailing and refining life. This is why Arion reminds us we don't just observe, we receive. Own your creative power in your sacred inner realm, and don't let the information from the outside be the full truth of what is. Let it be the fuel of what will be because of you. Be the cause of creation. Creativity is your divine birthright. It's not given because of worldly power, royalty, piety. It's given because it's received. Take it. Take a breath. Life wants you, loving one, to breathe it in. When you breathe, you are not denying another their chance to breathe. Life is an abundant and regenerative system. Your exhale feeds life. Love what you take in. That's where you create first and foremost, within. Let the information of this world fuel your creativity, magnify your divinity, and amplify the love in this world with your exhale. That's what the loving ones do. They imbue the information of love into this world. This is what brings greater clarity and empowerment to the whole human experience through you, truly changing it from the core. And that core is always love. That's creativity. So we are going to move on to the next card, even though that got a little intense. I love how they're interconnected. It's actually kind of hard to talk about one without talking about the other. And the Orions get a little intense. So might get intense again. Um, the second card from the Orion suit of releasing what's no longer serving you so that you can receive the new is denial. Now, in the booklet, it talks about the natural process of denial, meaning that something is unconscious or maybe even consciously resisted when we are moving through empowerment in stages, when we're integrating changes into our system. Just like the chrysalis is helpful during that metamorphosis, but then it becomes a limitation when it's time to fly. So pushing past it can no longer be denied. In the booklet, it says, train yourself to feel safe changing. And you do that by soothing the ego and relaxing into change. This releases denial. It aligns you with the resonance of the subtle realm, that vast engine that sustains life, that builds planets, builds systems. You soothe that ego beyond its survival mechanisms so that you can create those new potentials. And your sweet ego is just doing its job of keeping you alive. And look how awesome it is. Here you are. This softens that fear response that creates that unhealthy denial so that all of the change that you're going through is easier. And change is here, Lightworker. We are deep in it. And this world really needs your loving creative power to see what's possible. Releasing denial is taking your creative power, owning your divine birthright, your sacred perspectives, your desires matter here because you are life. Don't deny yourself or life your sacredness. As you honor this, you open to the support of life that is yearning for you to integrate the metamorphosis because it can't do it for you. You must take the breath of life. You must focus the breath of love that is within you to transform what the creative moment has shown you. And you must exhale new information from what is into what is possible because of you. Now, this last card, it is almost ridiculous in how appropriate it is. And of course, it's not the first time that it's shown up. This final card is time. We are releasing the binds of linear time while honoring that linear time is the experience here. And we're also integrating the nonlinear aspects of time, understanding that your present moment holds the past and the future in subtle form, and subtle is malleable. Forgive, imagine, appreciate, heal, shift your perspective, create. It is truly go time, Lightworker. Work the light within you. Be lighter. Be infinite like the subtle aspect of time. Let your linearizer, your brilliant mind, perceive the nonlinear more with your focus, with your imagination. We see and experience the linear effect of time here on earth, yet you know there's more to the story, your inner focus. You hold dominion over your inner realm. It's your sovereign domain. It's where your subtle bridge resides, where your consciousness is more resonant with the subtle realm. Your full power is in the present moment to be the future. Feel it, think it, intend it, be it. That's how you take your power. And it's also how you give your power out into this world. The exhale of your information. That's the creative power of love that life is. It gives of itself, knowing its infinite nature. That with every exhale of information, there is inspiration. And with every inspiration, there's integration of all time, of the desires, the experiences of all time. It's in every breath you take. Is it in every exhale? That's the question. Don't deny your creativity. Use it. It's time. So, in just a moment, all 3 cards will be on the screen with some music. And as the light language of the cards is supporting you to release and activate for your unique highest good in your moment, take some relaxing breaths and observe what comes into your subtle bridge of thoughts and emotions. If they feel positive and good, you're amplifying. If it feels negative, feels less peaceful, embrace it with the knowing that you are transforming something that was previously denied. So take a nice, relaxing breath as the cards are supporting your transformation through your higher self, knowing your creativity flows powerfully into life. You do not deny your power. You take your divine birthright of creating life. You relax into time, knowing you are also infinite like time and supported to create life now.